news, right? So can one just open the chat and just start reading like that? That's what some people actually do. They just open their chat, just open something like open their 5 minutes time frame, just looking for this. They don't even know what happened yesterday. They don't know what happened the day before. That's not really how to trade, right? So you must always look at the picture from the previous weeks and all of that. So if you trade pairs that start with if you trade USD pairs, right? This is how I actually analyze the market. If you trade pairs that begin with that have USD attached to it, right? Any pair that has USD, it could be an XYZ USD pair or a USD XYZ pair. Right, so the US pairs like USD XYZ are pairs like USD CAD, USDs are always why the ones that are against USD are the ones like EU, GU, AUD, AUD, USD, um, um, which other pair that have again? We have NZD USD right here. So those are the pairs that you go that way. Right, so let's start from the DXY. Let's quickly go to the monthly time frame. I want to understand what the market has been doing. Wow. I think I kind of marked this out already. So based on the monthly time frame, we are actually currently in a bullish range. All right, so we actually hit a kind of let me see if 2 months can show you. Was it allow me to show 2 months? All right, okay, I have 3 months. So we actually sorry. So I marked it out on the 3 months time frame. Right, you can see that the 3 months time frame is bearish. Right, you can see this swing high and then this swing low. So from the 3 months time frame, we are bearish. Seize the beat. All right, I don't know. Ethel is fond of doing that. It's like very fond of just going off in between the call. So if the issue persists, then I might likely swap to my MTN, right? So let me share my screen again and then we can continue. All right, so back to what I was saying. So if you look at let my screen show first before I continue. Yeah. So if you look at the 3 months time frame, you can see that we are bearish on the 3 months time frame, right? This is where you you always have to do top down analysis, right? You want to know what the higher time frame is saying, right? So we have that 3 months time frame. We are actually bearish because you can see our swing high here. So we have that swing high and then the swing low, right? So 3 months is very bearish, right? You can see it's very, very clear. You can see lower high, lower low, right? And the lower high and then lower low. Right. So also actually rejects off that 3 months imbalance, right? So if you go back to the monthly, we are now established that 3 months is bearish, the 3 months time frame, right? We are relatively bearish, we have hit a point of interest, right? But for the daily time frame, sorry, for the 1 month time frame, the 1 month time frame is currently bullish, right? So we're having a kind of difference in assets understanding, right? So because we have a swing low here and then that swing high, right? So yeah, so we are still in a bullish market. So until price is able to we want to see price trade below this low, right? For us to confirm that the 1 month time frame is bearish, right? So this is where we want to see price trade below. Once the price trade below here, the monthly is still bullish. And I remember I called this buy. The market hits here. I talk about market buying from here, and that was what happened. Right now, I think I need to take out this. Right, right. The reason why I marked here is because this is actually a key level, right? This is actually a key level. So this swing high, before the sharp break. I see how price fancy difficult to break through. So now we have broken back below it. So that's why I was kind of bearish on the DXY this week, because we have broken below that key level, right? So I use key levels also to know where to. I don't mark everywhere. Look at those areas where I see sharp rejection. So I can see that there was sharp rejection here. And see, price came here and it sold for about 7 or 8 months. Let me just quickly check how long it sold. So from here down to here was about 486 days, right? So if you divide it by 30, that is more than 10 months, right? It's more than 10 months, right? It's more than 10 months that is sold. So that area is actually a very good area to look at for what? As an area of what? Smart money resistance, right? So I should take this off. All right. So we are still bearish on the monthly, right? That means if monthly is so we are still being bullish on the monthly, right? No, anything you're doing on the DXY, you're doing the opposite for EU. So the reason why I look at DXY is to understand or have an idea what EU is doing, right? And there's a way to know what DXY is going to do. That is by looking at the relationship between the T bonds 10-year notes and the the bond yield. Right? I won't talk about that here, but that's actually one of the results of putting in the paid group. Right? It's not something we discuss how to use interest bond yields and 10-year notes to anticipate what DXY is going to do. Right? So that is not something we discuss here. So let's go to the weekly time frame. So based on the weekly, obviously weekly is bearish. You can see that there was a break of structure somewhere around there. So we can see a weekly. Let us just be writing this thing down so you can see the correlation. Right? So we have established that number one. We have to always look at what's in the two. It's not like the 3 months is what bearish. Monthly is 1 month is what bullish. Weekly is what bearish. Right. So 1 week time frame is bearish. So why is it bearish? Because you can see that there was actually a shift of market to somewhere around there. Right, is break of this swing low. Or if you want to use that, you can still use this. So we have also had a break of swing low. And I remember when the market broke here, I was like, market is going to sell off here. I remember something like this. Or like market might sell off from this imbalance. And that was what happened. And so we are used to saying what will happen because we have knowledge, right? So now I think I should take out because this is the monthly imbalance, right? So it's still an area of interest because price can still reject off it because you can see what happened there. The market hit the imbalance last time, it rallied up, it came back there again. So this area, something around there is very interesting. That's why I marked it out, right? So let's just keep this aside. So can we see? Let's keep this aside. This aside, let me make it smaller so that it's not fill the whole screen, right? So 14. Right. Now, this is our key level. So weekly is bearish. We have that break of structure here. Swing low break. It has swing high. Low. High, low, let's go to the daily time for the see what daily do. Right. And I think I'm stopping my nice on daily. I won't go below that. So the idea just to give an overall picture. Then you can use whatever strategy you use and look out for lower time frame. Setups, right? So now we have these are the things that combine one with bearish. What is the daily doing? Daily is what's bearish. Why? Because what you can see what is break up of this swing low. The swing low was broken here. We had a retest. You can see the market is doing what is giving us a bearish structure, lower highs and lower. So we can then determine that number one daily is what bearish as well. So we have another thing. All right, so the daily is what bearish. All right, so I think we can now use, since we can say that actually a correlation between three months, 1 week, and 1 day, then we can actually determine that what the DSY was relatively bearish. All right, so if DSY is bearish, then we can look at for more sell opportunities. Right. So now that means if DSY is bearish, that means USD card will likely be bearish, USD, FZD, all those pairs that have USD attached to it will be bearish, and most likely indices will be bullish. All right, so let's look at EU. Now we have not at this. Now let us do a projection on this. So, in my opinion, I feel that we have our swing high like break. So now based on the current trading range, we have this swing high and this swing below. Right, and price is coming back. Right, to play off. I don't know where the market here. I think maybe a lower time frame stop, but that's okay. So, so let's look carefully. So This is what I had on this. We are inside a bearish range. Um, Let me see something. Wood swing high. Let me see where we can look at for a kind of confluence or so. We have a swing high here, right? We have the OHLC at this point. Don't worry if you don't understand what I'm talking about, right? These are paid mentorship stocks, right? We have OHLC for the swing high right there, right? Okay. Actually, at the kind of key level here, right? That's why price is just enough it. And if I bring out my Fibonacci to um, from here down to this point, wow, we're not yet up to 50%. We're not up to discount yet. So price may likely still come up a bit, at least to hit some of these fib levels before going down. So I'm still of the idea that price might maybe push up a bit to hit maybe 50% and then we flog it down, right? So take it down so that I have for DXY, right? So that I anticipate on DXY, right? So we're inside this in between this smart money area for resistance, right? I won't explain much about how I make that out because something that is not in the playbook. Right, so now we are expecting price to dip below. So I see bearish on this guy. Expect price to dip. The market will likely rally higher a bit and then drop for this. I say expect more drop for it. And then we also have this area of liquidity as well. So we also have another area of liquidity. And if we use trend line, we also have dynamic liquidity there. We have trend line from here as well. So we have many reasons that price will likely go to go short. So you have trend line liquidity and all this liquidity that's in the downside, right? So that also I feel that price might likely go up between 50%, or might not do that. It might not still drop, and when I see price open this week, run higher a bit and then go for that low, right? That's what I have on DXY. Let me just check for our weekly. All right. Yeah, the significant imbalances are still around there. So I can see that we have a fair value gap inside here, right? There's a fair value gap just at the discount level, right? Fair value gap is just rested in here, right? Fair value gap is stay. Yeah. So that's why I feel that price may likely push to this fair value gap here or drop a lower price. But now I would not like to take sales on this gap. I like to stay and watch what market does, right? So this is actually the best area to look at for sales on the DXY. Right, this means bullish price action for EU and G for the middle of this month, right? So I really give this markup once in 2 weeks. But I don't like analyzing chart every time. I just like to do too much and get fully in the comments, right? So since we are bearish on this, then I'm likely looking at bullish price action for EU. So you can just skip down to the EU dollar. All right, so now let's look at the same. So we have EU dollar. What do we have? Right, yeah. All right, so what do we have here? Let me take this up. Sorry, amazing. I just remember this trade now. I remember when I remember when I marked this out. I was like, EU is going to buy to take out this point. I remember you check it. Okay, I didn't post it on the Telegram channel. I posted it on the paid mentorship group. Right, we have a place where we post trade ideas for the week. Like we bring it down to the lower time. I think I didn't post this on the public channel. I posted it on the private group, and that was what happened. Right, you can ask any of the paid students if maybe I'm kind of falsifying the claim. Just ask any of them. I posted this for them before all this happened. It was posted in the group. Like it was posted in the group. Ask any of them. All right. Now, I was looking at this point and I said price failed to break this previous area of accumulation. So that's why I was kind of EU my value. And since we are seeing bearish price action on DXY, then you can still expect price to reach for this high, maybe this week or the week coming. So this is what I'm looking at for EU to reach. Alright, so I think this has done its course. So you can take this out. I can also take this out and take this out. So now we have a new range. Alright. So we have a new range. This is our new range between here a year. So I like to use let me just use a year. So I have this. So this has been filled already. Alright, has been filled. That's not of interest to me anymore. So we might see price maybe rally down a bit. This is on Sunday. This Friday low, right? So you can see price take out this Friday low. So this way I'm looking. This is my interest to be now. I would like to see price take out this Friday low, right? And maybe possibly accumulate below it. You accumulate below it and then we'll rally high. So I'm getting EU to collapse this high and consecutively this high as well. All right, let me just go to the monthly time frame quickly. All right, so for the monthly, monthly, let's look at 3 months. All right, 3 months. Wow, amazing. So you can see it's very clear that 3 months is bullish. What do we have? We have swing high, we have swing low, we have what? Swing high. So price is coming up to play. We had a kind of institutional candle area. You can see this consecutive candles which was it took out was liquidity. And so this liquidity was captured right here by this run to the downside. Alright, so we have a 3-month bullish structure on euro dollar. Right, so market has come to play off this fair value gap, right? You can see that fair value gap right there. Well, the price even hit it very well. Wow, price did not hit it. I imagine. So we had the fair value gap inside there. Let me mark that out. Let's be very careful with this guy. The price is not really okay. Price hit it though. It hit it. Yeah, it did. So price actually hit this fair value gap. I was wondering why price buy. So price had hit the fair value gap. Yeah, it did. I was really wondering why it's buy. So we have hit that fair value gap and then I'm expecting bullish price action. This we see that the 3 months is bullish on the euro dollar. Alright. So we have a bullish structure on the euro dollar. And then we can actually go and look at the weekly time frame now. Right, so weekly is very obvious that weekly is bullish. Why? Because number one, this we use 2 ways to know the trend. Either you use trend lines or you use oh my god, I hate this advertisements. Now we can see that there was a bearish price lead. What can you say? Market has broken up and then we have broken this swing high and then we have been bullish ever since, right? So we had this small candle price running high. So it's very logical to expect that price will do what? Run for this high. Since we are bullish, right? Since it's taking out highs, we want to see price run for this high, this weekly high. So that's what I expect on EU. I expect EU to run those highs. I will have a lot of juicy highs here. We have liquidity at this point here. So I'll put my line here and then draw. So we have liquidity here. It's a good point of view. We have this. So I have this liquidity resting here. And then this liquidity resting. So I like keep at EU people, but we're looking at the current price action, right? We're not position traders, we are intraday and mostly swing traders, right? So I'm anticipating that euro dollar will likely do blast through these highs. So we'll likely see more price action. So let me also mark it too. Alright, so we have liquidity here. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. So I expect EU to expand this week, all right? Yeah. Now let's go to the GU. So I expect on the high time frame. So we might likely see price dump tomorrow, right? So most times the market wants to be bullish. It usually dumps the first 2 days of the week before the investment. That's called the power of 3, right? So the market really wants to be bullish. The market might likely take out this Friday low before they want to buy, right? So when the likely see price take out Friday low and then run higher, so we may just continue going higher. Who knows? Let me check 4 hours. All right, 4 hours already run liquidity here. No, I want to see it take out that low again. I want to see price take out this 4 hour low. I can see even 4 hours is bullish. It's very clear. It's very, very clear. You can see without even the proper tunnel, you can see our swing higher. You can see the 4 hours is actually very bullish. Right? You can see swing high, you can see swing low, and then we can see what's swing high. So it's very clear 4 hours is bullish, sorry. So this is internal liquidity. This whole devil move here is the internal liquidity. It's not of any interest, right? So swing high, swing low. So 4 hours is so bullish. Based on this consider that, all right. So my price will be run below this Friday low because it was dipping for this high. All right, so very mindful of tomorrow. Tomorrow may likely see reversals before, or let's say manipulation before the original move. All right, so I won't go to the lower time frame like this. Right, it's just it's only on the page, but I only go to the lower time frame sometimes. So just to give you guys an overall picture of what I expect for this guy. All right, so I think just 2 more pairs and then we go to synthetic indices, and then just take 2 from taking indices and then So for the paid students, I'll be posting all the channel markups in the group, right? I won't be posting on the channel, I'm posting all the page. I'll be posting all the chat markups on the group, the setup group. Here we'll post print setups and all those kind of stuff, signals and something like that. So we're posting it after this call, right? So for those of you that are not in a paid group, you can just watch this video and take a snapshot of it. So that is it. Let's look at which page now. Wow, thank God that's light. We are already 24 minutes into the call. So let us look at just two more pairs. Okay, yeah, we need to look at GU. So GU is not too difficult to trade now. If GU is bullish, most likely EU is bullish, right? So wow, amazing. And I remember calling this trade on GU. So I remember that GU was going to buy. I posted this on the paid group, so it's not like a surprise. So you can ask them as well. This was when price was here, I posted it. Ask them. When market was there, I posted it. And market going to take out this high, and that was what happened. So that's one of the benefits of being in the paid group. We are able to give you information. I think the guy that actually passed his $50,000 account, it was based on the trade idea that was posted was using. Like I posted them like I was expecting them G to buy, he was buying. And that was what he used to pass his 50K challenge. So that is one of the advantages of being in the paid group. Actually post what you're looking at on real time. So you can actually use it to use your time frame confirmation, your entries and all of those fun stuff, right? So that's what actually helped him to pass his challenge. I was looking at the trade setups I was posting and then was able to use it and frame his trade idea and then use it to pass the challenge, right? But one thing I won't do for you, I won't tell you buy a sell here. I don't do that. Right? I won't tell you to buy a put your stop loss. I can only give you what I'm looking at on the bigger picture. Maybe I can even show you a chart. Just okay, I'm getting price to do this. So you can. It's not up to you to not use what you know to take the buy. I won't tell you buy a put your stop loss. I won't into that, right? So I'm not trying to give you financial advice. I'm not trying to take responsibility for you in any way. All right. So you're the one to make your entries yourself, put your stop loss yourself, put your TP yourself, manage your trade yourself. No into that. I want to this is what I expect. Market should do this. And if you're a very good student, you know what to do. And that was what he did. He passed the challenge with that. Just this GBP buy. He used to pass the challenge. Just this. I think it was somewhere around there. He bought something. Look at this bit. And that was how he passed the challenge. 50K challenge. All right. Now let's also do the same thing we have been doing. Let's go to the 3 months. So let's understand what this guy is doing. All right. So let's go to the bigger picture. Oh my God. We have taken out what's for. I remember when the market was there. The market was coming for this low here, this 1985. I remember I was saying that G is going to take out this clue. It's going to take out this clue. And that was what happened, right? So G is kind of very tricky because G is not really giving a very clear bullish structure. Right? Although you're taking out liquidity, so it's very likely that price may likely want to go to test. I'm seeing a kind of internal range. I can see seeing a kind of trend line here. It looks like a trend line here. So it's most likely that price will want to do what? Go for that trend line. Right? It sounds like a trend line for me. So it's most likely that price will likely go there because that is the only area I can really see something of interest. Right? So that's likely where price will be drawn to, right? It's most likely drawn to that point, to this trend line or this devil there, relatively quiet. So have relatively quiet resting at this point here. Right? So I have relatively quiet resting there. So it's most likely that G might want to do that. Hit it, right? So it's very possible. So let's go to the weekly time frame, right? All right. So weekly time frame, very clear price is bullish, right? You can see that market has taken out with this swing high. So you can see that this swing high was taken. So there was a break of structure here. Price came to the test, and then it's making a new high. I think I should just take all these things out because it's already played out, right? So, right. So now this way, I'm actually expecting price to draw towards this way, but that is where any hedge fund, right? Any hedge fund that is in this market, or any big institution that's in this market, right, that is still holding their sales, their stops will likely be there, right? Either here or somewhere around there, right? Somewhere here or there. Right, actually, is what a protective high. So some of them I'm taking out here. So since we have been making series of higher highs and higher lows, it's very logical that price should do it. Take out this weekly high. This point here, this devil, you have relative core has resting there. Have liquidity resting there. So price will likely go hit it since we are bullish on EU. Alright. So for G, I can't really see. Let's also look at daily time frame first. Okay. Let me see. All right. So we have a kind of other block here. kind of order block here. I have to mark the open of it. So let's see. We have kind of order block there. So maybe tomorrow price might hit that just really high. But for me, G is not really clear. Right? It's not really clear for me. It's not really clear. G is not really clear for me. It's not really clear. We have liquidity as well. So G is not really clear. I'll be kind of very careful with G. The market might likely still want to go be down a bit. So G might likely hit here and rough and just expand, right? You can say it kind of swing close for me, you can say. So let us just watch what G is going to do. Right. Let me go to the 4-hour time frame and see. Right, so this is the other block. So it should be from here. So it should be from here. Right, and I've actually hit it. Right. Let's see. We still have an imbalance resting inside there. Alright, so let's see. Me, I want to see G drop first before buy. I don't want to be buying, don't want to be chasing this move. So I have this imbalance right here. So I have our swing high, swing low, swing high. So I have this is just very perfect for me. Very perfect. So market might likely do was come for this. Let's see where price is. So we have hit 50%. Wow, and it's 62 as this imbalance. So 60% so that's our optimal trading trade, right? Where can I likely come to this imbalance and then rally high, right? So now we'll stay from G until the price comes down a bit, right? So let's look at the last one, which is what go. No, I don't want to. Let's look at GBP, JPY. All right. Now let's quickly look at the EM basket to understand what this guy is doing. Let's quickly look at the EM basket. So for me, I think I've analyzed it. EM basket is very bearish to me, right? It's very bearish. Why do I mean? I said I've already marked this out, right? But I can see liquidity resting here. I can see this swing resting here. All right, but price did not was able to break this liquidity. So we're in this imbalance, right? You can see a break of structure, and then I'm expecting that EM basket should drop at least first of all to this low, right? That low, and then possibly this low. All right, so for me, EM basket is bearish, meaning that GBP will likely to was bullish. All right, so let me check quick. Sorry, let me go back to the EM basket. I didn't check something on it. Let me check the 3 months time. It was on some 3 months for me. Amazing. This is where the data stops. April 2019. Right. We have made an all-time low in October 2022. Maybe it's also because I'm not using the paid trading view. So based on this, I can see a draw liquidity here. Yeah, even if price should sell up, I have imbalance resting here. Right? I have imbalance resting up here. So we still see that price might, I don't know. But for me, I wish I would have seen, maybe if I'm using a paid trading, I mean, I have seen the price action before this point to really ascertain what price wants to do. Right? Let me check the monthly. We are bearish on the monthly. You can see lower highs. So you're also bearish on the monthly time frame, right? Although some people will see this is actually a break of structure. But on the monthly, I can see kind of swing high broken through and price hitting what? This imbalance. This is crazy. So it's price hitting this imbalance right here. Yeah. I might need to also consult with fundamental data. Right? This will be for the page dress now. I'll go through the fundamental aspect of this and really understand what GPY is doing, because as we actually check fundamental analysis. And I'm discussing that here. Yeah. So for me, monthly is actually kind of bullish. You can see this swing high around two. This is swing high, swing low. Swing high around and price is playing up this imbalance. Right. So monthly is bullish. Monthly is bullish to me. Let me look at the weekly time frame. Alright, let me look at the weekly. How about swing high, connected in break of structure, high, low, higher, high. Wow, higher low. Amazing. So price might likely we are playing of this imbalance. Weekly is bullish as well. Weekly and monthly are bullish. Alright, but only a daily that is not quite bullish. The daily is not quite bullish. Daily is bearish. So you can start actually a kind of how do I put it? difference. Monthly, weekly are bullish, while the daily is bearish. And now on the daily, you have the liquidity resting here. And see the liquidity resting there. So let's just watch. Let's watch. But based on fundamentals, the last time I checked fundamentals, JPY was very heavy bearish. Right now, I want to say something. The fact that JPY is JPY is bearish on the is bullish on the monthly does not mean that it's going to make GBP bearish. Right? There are other things to consider, right? It's not just you don't just look at just one basket, right? You also have to look at the fundamental basket aspect of what GBP, right? I won't be doing that here, right? I will kind of do that privately and then update the privacy or not. So I will really have to look at the GBP aspect, because what I'm saying daily is bearish and the high times are bullish. So the last time I checked, JPY was DJ was more bullish than bearish, because I was seeing a stronger GBP than JPY. Like JPY was very bearish. Like yeah. So for now, this guy is bearish. I might this out for now. This guy is bearish. Let us use the daily time frame currency. So market is bearish from now. And based on the last time I checked fundamentals, I have to check it again after this call. It was also bearish too. Alright? So market might likely stay. We are still looking for this market to drop to this. Alright, so let us work with the daily time frame. Although we have liquidity here, we have you guys said, well, if you pick that, market doesn't have to waste liquidity. Imagine that you're trying to buy into this liquidity. You can see this devil is right. Imagine you're trying to buy into this. You said you have lost this trade. You have taken you. So sometimes price respects liquidity. All right, so let me know that. So for now, this guy is bearish. Let's look at 4 hours. So for now, G5 that means bullish price action of EU. All right. So on GJ. So let us quickly go to the GJ once again. Let's look at GJ. Since GPY is bearish, most likely to see was bullish price action on GJ. All right, so wow. I've already marked it out already, so it's very obvious. You can see that GJ is obviously bullish. So you can see that also a change of product somewhere around there. So this bullish break, and the market has displaced to the upside. You can see another break. So swing high broken here. So this is swing high. The high as I was previous. You had so the lower high to the left and the lower high to the right. So that's what we also call the swing high. So market has taken up the swing high and then hit our fair value gap. So it's very logical we should expect price to do what? To run in make new highs, right? So likely price will likely do what? Take out that high. All right, let me take this out now. So that is what I'm expecting on this guy. And even the weekly, you can see liquidity sweep, break or so. So even the weekly is bullish. I see higher high, higher low. Solve this trend line liquidity. What do I mean by trend line liquidity? What do you say? So price is likely poised to go higher, even on the weekly. So I'm more bullish than bearish on GJ. Right, so if I see an opportunity on GJ, I'm going crazy long. So that's not the last time talking about it. Other analysis, something like posting gold, USD card for the president indices, right? So it's not what I'm discussing. Let us head over to synthetic indices so we can wrap up the call. Trading view, this one. Yeah, leave the site. So let's look at them two synthetic pairs, right? And I think the most traded pair on synthetic is the 75, and I think it's 10. These are the two most traded pairs on synthetic indices, right? So let's look at synthetic indices. Just two pairs. I think the most traded is 10 and is 75. They're the most traded pairs on synthetic indices. All right. Yeah. All right, let me go to the chart I saved. I think I saved the chart here. Can you just take out everything? So let us take out everything. Not understand what this guy is. So take out everything. You can see that. Let's look at the current price action. So we have what? Market block structure here. All right. So we had what? Look at the current. Let's look at the current range, right? I don't like going too far with this guy. What do you see here? Swing high broken, right? So we have a break of structure. Price came back to this breaker block. Now the breaker block here. Price came to the breaker block and it's playing on the breaker block. Right? So we made a new high market is likely bullish, right? So the place I'm targeting overall on this buy, since we want to really be bullish, okay, first of all, let's target here first. Last week I actually got an area to reach out for. I want to reach for this, but overall, we should be going for this swing high. Because that's where the big banks, right, and some likely put their stop loss. So we have this target, we have another target here. Just limit, we have a target here. We have another target down here. So we have about three good targets here. So this swing has also be areas for what liquid. So for me, I'm looking at taking out this week, possibly this week, we'll rally take out this, right? So if this candle closes like this, then we'll have an imbalance form inside there, right? If this candle closes this way, we'll have an imbalance form here. So markets, this is more of, for me, I'll start with this time today, right? For me, I'll start with this time for today, right? I want to say market will close, because if it closes like this, then we'll have what a fair value gap to do to buy and then take price for this high. So for now, for today, I'll be staying out of this 10. I want to see that fair value gap perform, right? The goal of trading, you want to always see higher time frame sponsorships on your trade, right? It makes your trading more high probability. All right. So now let's go. So for me, I like to say that this day will close. If this day closes nicely, this will be an area to do it, to take notes, right? I think I should save these charts so it's not disappear again. Yeah. Let's go electron. All right, see. All right. All right. So I believe in this time for today. I want to see if this will hold. And then that means also they're having another conference here. We're having what's old high, right? So we have an old high rest here. So this is actually two confluences. So price my life one of the level school that I told you guys on the video I posted recently in my YouTube channel. My old highs are areas for good entries, for good buy entries. If you're looking for a buy, can you old highs if you're bullish, right? It's not like you're not trading break and retest. You're using the structure market. Market is bullish. Old highs can serve as an area for continuation. So we have an old high that is smart money area for support. We have the same balance here, smart money area for support. So they have two areas of support. The market might likely was deep. Market can like deep into this and then we run that high. All right, so that's what I'm looking for this 10. So any other time, I'll wait for this. I'll wait out today. I'll wait for tomorrow. So I won't take out. I won't wait until this time today. I'll wait for tomorrow and see that favorite gap will be there. And I'm looking for a buy inside the favorite gap and then we'll run high. So B75. Let's look at them right now. For B75, this guy has been doing the work of the devil recently. Confusion. All right. Now for this 10, what do we see here? We have saw this swing I traded through. So the swing guys, we have a bullish market here. We had a break of over here, had a higher high, higher low, swing low, and then a new higher high. All right. So now, what is likely going to happen on this thing? For me, if the market really wants to, oh my God. Um, mm, First of all, we have seen that this trend line has been broken. If this is not just a liquidation, I actually played of that, the rate test of that. Right? I don't use trend line. I'm not showing you guys. And the market has really changed from being bearish. So we have broken this trend line. So market is likely poised to go higher. If this is not a liquidation, if it's actually a real break there, and then we have double MB, have first break, second double MB. So I'm not going to really discuss all this in details, right? Sometimes I call the pace I want to really go to the. So now we have a double MB supporting the buy bias for this market. So if I have to buy this guy, I'm looking at for here as my target. First target is higher. Ultimately here. So I'm targeting this high first, that's my internal liquidity high, and then this high overall. So I'm looking for internal liquidity first. Take out the internal liquidity high first before anything else. Alright, so let's look at for 8 hours to see what if there's anything of interest. Alright. Alright, so on the 8 hour, oh my god. So I have on 8 hour, what do we have here? We have this swing guy to that point, right? Yeah, I like it this way. That was one of the levels. So price might mm, mm, mm. Okay. All right. So for this guy, for me, I feel that V75 currently might want to attack this low because I'm seeing this as internal liquidity. Because I don't really want to use it as a higher low. The distance is really quite short. I want to be using this as my higher high. And corner this could be internal liquidity. So price might be using this as internal liquidity. Maybe market might likely do what? Week through it and then accumulate below it. Right? Yeah, it's possible. We also have kind of institutional candle right here. Right? I have these 3 consecutive candles which has not been properly mitigated, right? Or let's use this one. That was one of the 2 consecutive. So we have this has not been. So price might likely still come lower, right? Before giving a good buy, right? Price might come lower before giving a good high. So that's what I'm anticipating on this. The price might likely come here and then make a new high. So for now, I'll be staying. Even if you want to sell, you might likely put short-term sales maybe into it. For now, because it's not quite clear. So this is my area of interest. I want to really buy. It should be somewhere around there. Or let's say just below here. Right. Also, there's an imbalance here, right? So let us see what this that we do. You just have to allow today to pass, right? Let us look at just one last bit for now. Let us look at the 15 minutes and see what 15 minutes is doing. 75. Alright, then we just check the last thing. Alright, 15 minutes is bearish. Wow, lower high. 15 minutes is actually bearish. And this bearishness happened was above this previous high. So market is currently bearish on 15 minutes. So we have break of structure, lower high. You can see how the lower high came with old high. So we have this old low. You can see how this old low actually was what? An area of support or resistance. Sorry. So market broke structure came with that old low. These are talking guys on the paid group, right? And also the free YouTube channel. I told you guys that old low highs and serve as what? Areas of what? Entry. So what do you see here? Market came for what? 50%, right? So and that was actually an old low and market is bearish for now. So for me, I'd like to see this guy retrace the beats. I'd like to see, although we have our bullish target, somewhere around there, but it's not bad if price will retrace, please come back into this region before it was going long, right? Or maybe just price can just weak below this internal liquidity low, right? You can see that price did not close above this high. Can you see it? Price did not close above this high. So this is likely what internal liquidity. So we don't really have a higher high on this. Right? So price did not close above this high. So we cannot say if this close above this, I would like to do something like this. I will say swing high and swing low. But due to the fact that price did not close above it, I will just be using this. So I'm using that. I'm looking at it as internal liquidity. Price will likely go blast through this and then rally higher, and then finally go forward this high. Right? So we're actually in a retracement leg for now. All right. And then let's look at just one last pair and then call it a day. All right, let's look at Lally. Which pair is the most traded again? Which pair people really trade? I think it's 25. Who trade is 25 a lot? And this is just for you guys. I don't trade this 25. I don't trade this. Just for you guys that actually trade these pairs. Just for you guys, right? All right. So this is the last pair we're looking at. So daily, first things first, you hop on to the daily time frame. All these charts will be posted in the paid group, right? So don't worry about it. Just if you know the paid group, just watch the recording over and over. Right? So let's look at this daily. Right? Based on the daily, what do we have? For me, these guys fight bearish. What do we have? We have swing high. We have swing low. We have swing high, and then we have swing low. That's not really important price swing here. I don't really I don't really classify this as swing because it did not take out this low. So this is swing high, and that's my swing low. Alright, for this guy. So if you bring out some opportunity to you take it from here to here, we actually at a very good discount area. So the premium area for sale. Alright, so let's look at the lower time frame than this. Alright, so but for the current range, for now we are still bullish on 8 hours. Right? So let's not mind daily. Dailies actually bearish. But for the currently, we have 8 hour bullish, so we can see all the swing high and swing low, swing high and swing low. And if you can even see a liquidity sweep here. So don't joke with the 8 hour time frame. You can see kind of, is it liquidity sweep? No, equal lows. So equal lows, liquidity. So let us see carefully. Since we actually bench on this guy, if I will see a 1 hour break or structure, I would likely take it. So if I trade it, I don't trade this on time though. But I see a very clear break or structure 1 hour. Since I bench on the daily, but I see a very clear 1 hour break or structure, then I would likely targeting with this liquidity pool here as my first target. And this will also be a first target for anyone I want to sell this guy. It will be a very good first target. So you see a very good break on maybe 1 hour, 30 minutes. But 1 hour will really serve as the bellwether time frame. Yeah, the bellwether time frame, right? So 1 hour is the time I want to see a very good break, and then after getting the security if I was selling. So I think I'm wrapping up here. It's been an amazing time. I love the spending time with you also. I wish you guys the best and then do what to this video will be posted on YouTube, right? For those of you that actually missed some point and some things were not clear, it will be posted on YouTube, right? But if you want to also have deeper insight or how we trade, because now I'm just giving you a head information, I didn't really explain how you can make entries on that. So those are the things we actually teach on private group, right? Functional private group, also we actually teach how to make entries, how to actually use time. In the case that I told them how to use time to know when to take trades on certain indices. So those are things we actually break down in the pay group, right? We have, since we have been operating since 2021, we have more than 100 private videos, or more than 20 private videos, which are not on free YouTube. So that is things we get in being the pay group, right? We actually get these things broken down step by step. And I think someone told me yesterday that he has passed this 25K profit challenge on I think FT Niger just yesterday, right? One of my paid students passed his FT Niger account just yesterday afternoon. So I'm really happy for the results and all of that, right? So see you guys. This video will be posted on YouTube after now. You see it on YouTube. So you can go through it if you wish. And if you want to join us, just simply send me a DM or use our seller link to join us. It's actually a 1 year mentorship program just for 1 year, right? It's not monthly like some academies. I don't think that actually makes sense. It's not 2 months, right? 1 year is actually enough time for someone to actually get his footing. Right, so we'll see you guys when I see you guys. Have a wonderful Easter. Cheers and God bless.